free to reach out because the Bitcoin community is happy to help, right? Unlike, different parts of society and the socioeconomic ladders. It's hard to reach some people, but within the Bitcoin community, it's always easy to reach someone of influence that's willing to help you out. And, that speaks a lot about the type of community that's being built around this.
And I'll say this also, because I think this is also really important. While my book, it's for sale on Amazon, there are incredible free resources in Bitcoin. If anything you want to find, especially for, getting up and running and getting started, like my book is, explaining the whys of it all, breaking down a whole bunch of different ideas, but you can find everything you need about Bitcoin for free. You may have to sift through it because there's a lot of noise, and sometimes it gets, it jams the signal a little bit. So you got to work to find the signal. It's on you to be critical, but reach out to known quality Bitcoin, proponents. And again, if you don't know who those people are, that can also be tricky.
Bitcoin.org is a good place to start, right?
You can start at bitcoin.org, go to bitcoin-only.com, go to bitcoin-resources.com, go to the nakamotoinstitute.com. There's a number of resources that, I think are run by reputable people that give good sound advice. So you can go to these places. Bitcoin.org is good for, the white paper is there. That's the place I usually go to for the white paper. But like for a plethora of other resources, I usually go to things like Bitcoin-only or Bitcoin-resources.com or Jameson lop.net, and then go to his resources page is also great.
Interesting.
LOPP.net. Yeah.
We'll take these down as well.
Yeah. Those are all, there's lots and lots of good resources out there. So, start with those. They have all sorts of subjects divided up. So, depending on your particular area of interest or what you're trying to accomplish, they break things down for you.
Well, I'd like to wrap this up by taking 2 or 3 minutes of your time to tell us where you see this going in the next, and I'm not going to say, 5 years or 3 years, just really in the next 12 months. And because things are moving really fast, and I would expect what I thought would happen in 5 years would probably happen in a year and a half on this pace.
Yeah, it seems like the pace is definitely picking up. Price is obviously a very big indicator of things. So in that regard, pace has definitely started to quicken. But legitimacy has also been improving dramatically, right? It's being accepted by very well-known, very highly regarded figures in finance around the world. It is also now infiltrating places of power in the sense that, Cynthia Lummis, who is a new senator in Wyoming, is an open Bitcoin advocate. And she is going to be on the Senate Banking and Finance Committee now. And she, so that's a very powerful thing that Bitcoiners are starting to move up in the world. We're seeing them in higher and higher places of more power. And that's going to just help. It de-risks Bitcoin because I think the U.S. is doing a pretty good job on the whole of being welcoming. Obviously, there are some issues being debated about privacy and things, and there's a battle coming to head between Bitcoin's pseudonymity in its transactions versus the wants of government to know everything, which they are not entitled to. So there's a little bit of a battle that'll come to a head in that regard. And we'll see more and more of that, I'm sure, over the next 12 months. But Bitcoin is reinforcing itself right now. So that's happening too. And that's a very good thing. It's always been doing that, but that's also expediting. And that's just great to see. I don't really want to get into price predictions or anything in the next 12 months other than Bitcoin's going higher. As far as I'm concerned, there is a lot of money lining up to get into Bitcoin because cash is a liability and getting devalued. And there's a lot of it out there. And Bitcoiners know what Bitcoin is. There's a correlation between, understanding Bitcoin and wanting to hold it for longer and longer time periods. Yeah. So it's going to be harder and harder to get more Bitcoin. So the only way to pry it loose is going to have to, the price is going to have to get driven much higher to pry it loose from very strong hands that hold it.
The supply scarcity.
Yeah. And again, that's a good thing. Like that's good for Bitcoin. It's good for the world. Like if I had to leave, I don't know if we're wrapping up yet, but if I had to leave on one thing, it's that, a Bitcoin monetary standard, because it is credible, because it is open where anyone anywhere can use it, it does not discriminate in any way, shape, or form. That's a good thing for the world. Yes, enemies can use it. Yes, criminals can use it. But you know what? A bank robber uses a car for a getaway car. Do we ban cars? The current monetary system launders $2 trillion of money a year through its pipes. Have we closed out the monetary system? And so again, a really good thing, because we need to work together to build the best future for us. And Bitcoin is the best tool that we have to accomplish that.
Well, there you have it. Jesse Berger, Magic Internet Money.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Mohammed.
Thanks for drilling into crypto with us. If you enjoyed our discussion, please give us a like on your podcast app or social media, and don't forget to subscribe. Join us next time when we will deliver more perspectives on crypto asset mining, energy markets, and the global financial revolution.